Alrighty, folks. In the U.S. housing market, I am on record as of June 26th saying that I believe that July and August are going to be the best buyer's market I have seen in the last couple of decades. After August, I'm not so sure. I think the country starts to heal. I think we start to have interest rates tick down, which will bring buyers off the sidelines. So if you believe, like I do, that July and August will be seller desperation time, it is time to skill up on all of your creative opportunities. And one of the most creative opportunities you have is how to buy properties with only 10% down. Yes, folks, 10% down investment properties that cash flow day one. That's what we're talking about, this 90% CLTV, 50, 40, 10. More and more of you are doing it, and I'm proud of you. But let's be clear, more of you need to be doing this because you can write multiple offers. You can write a cash price. You can write a 50, 40, 10 price. And Stephen, I know more people are calling about it. That's got to be good.
Oh, that's 100% been fantastic. So again, though, although I work very happily for Velocity Mortgage Capital, all the ideas and topics discussed on this channel are that of my own. So getting back to what you were saying, I've saw every time we talk about it on the channel, I typically get at least a minimum 3 to 4 emails and a couple phone calls, and it's starting to get more frequent that people are inquiring about it. And I think really grasping the concept a little bit better, and then knowing what buttons to push. And then, we always discuss like, hey, if there's a platform you can use to get a little bit more of the backstory of the borrower, how long they own the property, maybe what type of financing. Now you can kind of make, a presentation that could really be impactful. So,
well, let me give you a real life example, because again, this is something I intend to use. So earlier, I think about a week ago, I told people about that I'm tracking, and I'll just give you the numbers so you can't find it, but it's currently listed for $399. I will be writing 2 offers probably next week when it hits 70 days on market. I'm going to be writing a cash price at $300,000, close in 10 days. Now, I don't expect the seller to take it, but if they do, great. I can write the check. We're all good.
Right.
But what I expect to happen is the seller to counter. Now, they might counter with an FU, maybe, or they could counter with some different number. So what I will also do, and I think I'll save this for the second offer, is my second one, I'm already planning it out, might be something like the following. I will give you $350,000. However, in order to get that, I need you to carry back $100,000, and then I will get a first for $250,000, right? Or whatever the math works out. So the first would be what? $215,000. So $215,000 first, $100,000 second, $35,000 down. I think equals $350,000. But the other key to this is the $100,000 that I'm getting the seller to carry. I'm going to ask for a below market interest rate. I'm going to ask for 2%. I might go to 3%, because what I need to do is buy this thing that cash flows day one, given the existing debt structure, so that I can hold it forever. So again, this is what people need to be thinking about: is how can I come into a buyer's market with multiple tools? Yes, if you're lucky enough to have a bunch of cash, write crazy cash prices. However, you can also write these creative, maybe easier to swallow $350 and get the seller to think about it. What do you think of that strategy?
Oh no! Again, it's worth at least an ask or inquiry, because the worst they can say is no. And you always, there's that old saying, you always miss 100% shots. You never take a shot at whatever. But I'm sure I ruined that saying.
Close enough.
Close enough. But not surprisingly, there's a lot more interest from the seller side. And I know we talked about this on a couple of other episodes before. We need to just get the message more out to sellers. They just don't realize that this product is available, so that they can kind of structure, if they are interested, instead of carrying 100% of the seller financing, 40%.
Yeah.
So
no, again, I want to highlight something you said a month or two ago, was like, we got to get real estate agents to understand, right? In a lot of the country, we are in a buyer's market. And again, this doesn't have to be houses. This could be fourplexes. This could be apartment buildings. This could be 100-unit apartment buildings. Right. If you have a seller and it's not getting any traction, and you're 30 days, 45 days away from a listing being expired, and you've already spent $10,000 on marketing, and you're buying the front page of the magazine, you're doing everything you can, but nothing's happening.
Right.
Go to the seller, assuming they have the equity, and just pitch
Right.
the idea.
Yep.
Because I guarantee you put in the description, seller financing available up to 40%, you will get offers.
Oh, right. Or minimum 10% or as little as 10%
Yeah.
down. It
Yeah.
will increase foot traffic. You know what I mean? And then that's where you want to be in that situation where you have potential multiple offers.
Yeah,
because of that
multiple
kind of
eyeballs.
setup.
Exactly.
Now it's like, you know, so it's not only a good marketing tool, but also a way to capture the deal because of the flexibility and the, you know, creative aspects about it as far as like kind of figure out the middle ground where, you know, it makes sense for both parties. But no, it's been exciting, man. It's been a lot of fun.
Yeah, again, the 50-40-10, what we created together, thanks to Velocity's 90% CLTV product, is it's amazing because, again, you, the buyer, get to come in with potentially as little as 10%. You, the buyer, get a blended interest rate below market.
Right.
The seller gets more their price. The agents get paid if agents are involved.
Right.
Everybody wins.
Everybody wins. It's just a series of math problems or calculations, and then you compare monthly rents against monthly mortgage payments. If the rents are higher, just that simple. 10% down. Keep it moving. Rinse and repeat. Find me another one, you know?
Yeah, I really look, because I know there's people, I get them in my school community. People are doing this now on bigger and bigger things. Somebody's going to do it on a 100-unit apartment building, I know. And that's going to be so fun to celebrate.
From your lips to God's ears, yes.
Yeah, good for you. I hope it happens for you. But Stephen, if somebody wanted to reach out, ask questions, see what's what, how do they start this?
Email is always going to be the best. Right now, especially it's the end of the month, it's kind of crazy with phone calls. But as far as emails, always the best. My email address is right down below, sdao@velocitymortgage.com. In the subject line, please put the acronym ORAAT, which stands for one rental at a time. That helps to get past the firewall. Otherwise, a lot of times some emails get stuck in quarantine, and there's a delayed response due to that. So apologies if that happens, but that'll help to get past the firewall. Body of the email, maybe a brief description of what you're looking for. Address is super helpful, at least city and state to make sure I've been there. Your mid-FICO score, best phone number to reach you at, typically 24, 40 hours. Right now it's more like 48 to 72 hours with the end of the month kind of craziness, but I'll be in touch for sure. Yeah,
and you offer a lot more products in Velocity. We just keep hitting the 90% CLTV because it's so creative and a great tool. But you got the Fast 50, you've got all these other things, 10-year interest only, 30-year AM, fixed products.
Yep.
Yeah, all that stuff. Again, sdow@velocitymortgage.com. Stephen, you're amazing. Enjoy the end of the month. You too. I don't know about enjoying. I'm going to enjoy it when it's over. So that's not until Monday. But thanks for the well wishes, man. Have a good weekend. All right. Take care of yourself. Have fun. Later. All right, buddy. Take care.